Not to mention it's dangerous because I could get a sunburn watching you wash the RV.
I don't even know what to say about that. I sure hope this works out because this will cut our RV washing chores in half.
Not to mention it's dangerous because I could get a sunburn watching you wash the RV.
I don't even know what to say about that. If you've watched our on-the-go water softener video we did a while back, then you already know how much we love our water softener.
Yeah, we have the on-the-go water softener, and to be honest with you, we wouldn't go anywhere without it anymore. We just absolutely
didn't know what we were missing until we got it. Yeah, we love it. Luckily for us, On The Go reached out. Apparently they watched our video. They reached out to us and asked if we would be interested in doing a review on their deionizer.
And we were like, heck yeah, that's a no-brainer. If their deionizer is anything like the water softener, we can't wait to try this out.
Definitely.
A lot of people are familiar with water softeners, but maybe they never heard of a deionizer. So I want to talk a little bit about what is a deionizer, and then we'll go into what is it really used for and how to set it up and everything. But a water softener, as most people know, honestly, it just kind of softens your water. If you ever had one, you take a shower and it feels really, really nice on your skin. But what it does is a water softener gets rid of hard materials like magnesium and calcium. Okay. Now, a deionizer is more for, I want to say, cleansing the water or making it a better quality of water. Exactly, it's making it a more pure water. But what it's doing is it's removing dissolved solids. Okay, and what dissolved solids, what's really removing are inorganic materials. Okay, and honestly, that's what causes spotting on an RV. But with a deionizer, places like the military, research labs, pharmaceuticals, biotech companies, they use a deionizer whenever really like a pure water is needed. So that's what a deionizer is. It's really purifying the water.
Very nice.
Getting rid of dissolved solids. Now there's On The Go, they sell a couple different types of deionizers. We have a mixed bed de'ionizer. They also sell a dual bed de'ionizer. Now you may be asking, who cares, or what's the difference?
What's the difference? What the heck?
A dual bed deionizer is kind of, it makes sense. You have resin inside of here. You have a negatively charged resin and also a positively charged resin. So a dual bed deionizer, or DI for short, the water comes in, it goes through, I believe it gets rid of the positively charged ions first, which means it's the negatively charged resin in there. It goes through that, and that's the calcium and magnesium.
Okay.
And once that goes through, it goes to the second stage, or the second bed, which would have a positive charge resin in it to get rid of the negative charged ions.
Okay.
And this would be things like chlorides and sulfates, like that. So it's a think of it like a two-stage process.
Right.
But once the water comes out, it's basically purified.
Nice.
A lot of the dissolved solids are gone.
What he said.
And that is normally, there's going to be a test on this.
Oh,
that is normally, or that type of dual bed is usually used when you need large quantities of water.
Okay.
You can push a lot of water through and go through it pretty quick. We have the mixed bed. Now the mixed bed is really when you need more of a quality water. Okay. Again, these would be biotech companies, research labs, pharmaceuticals, RVers who want to wash their RV without spots on it.
That's us. To dry it, right?
Exactly, without drying it. So that's a mixed bed water deionizer. It's what it says. There's a positively charged resin and also a negatively charged resin in one bed, and it kind of takes care of everything in one process.
Nice.
So that's the basics of a deionizer and how it works.
Okay.
Now there is one more pretty important thing to be aware of, the difference between a water softener and a deionizer. A water softener, you can regenerate the resin. What that really means is the resin gets saturated over time, so it really can't work anymore. You have to kind of clean it out, clean out all the impurities and all the calcium and magnesium, and give it a fresh start again.
Okay.
That's called a regeneration. So you're basically cleaning out the resin that's inside. A deionizer you cannot regenerate. The deionizer, once it gets saturated, you basically have to get rid of the old resin and put in the new resin. Now that is something to be aware of. It is fairly expensive. I believe we have the mixed bed double.
Right.
I believe it's about $150 to refill the resin.
And how often do you have to refill the resin?
Okay, so how often do you have to refill it? It all depends on the impurities in your water. How hard is it working? Right. But if you want just an average, kind of a ballpark figure, if you were washing a car, you can get about 90 washes out of it. Okay. A Class A motorhome, or I'm sorry, a Class A RV, about 15 washes. Okay, so it really drops down, but it's something to be aware of. Okay. We only wash our RV if we're, most places you can't, but maybe 4 or 5 times a year. Yeah. So probably
not enough.
Yeah, not enough.
More than, I mean, less than I would like it.
For us, I'm imagining every couple of years you have to change out the resin. That is something to be aware of. Now, the deionizer we also received these bypass valves, and I really, really like this. What this is used for is you're trying to save your resin. So if you're washing your RV, and then let's say maybe you want to rinse off your sponges and
your cleaning equipment,
or cleaning
your sponges and your brushes and
you can turn these valves off. So the water's not running through your deionizer. It's just going to come in and right back out again. It saves you from having to disconnect your hose, hook it back up again. It just makes things a little bit easier. So these bypass valves are pretty nice as well. Now, if you're interested in this mixed bed double standard deionizer, I'll never remember that. DI. Just a couple of measurements if you are curious. It is like a 9-inch diameter, roughly 22 inches tall, and it weighs about 32 pounds. So that 32 pounds may concern some RVers. It's something to be aware of. But what we're going to do now is we have a couple cups of water. Now, 1 cup, I basically just took it from the spigot outside here at the campground. The other one we ran through the deionizer, and we're going to test them. Okay, we're going to see how many, or basically the total dissolved solids in the water. We're going to see really just how good this thing works.
And is this what you will be using?
Yes, my love, it is. This is a TSD. This is a TSD meter. It comes with the deionizer. And what does TSD stand for?
Total dissolves solids.
Way to go. You passed your test.
Oh boy.
So this does come with the deionizer. And basically what, I guess again for point of reference, dissolves are total dissolved solids. The EPA allows up to 500 parts per million. And as little as 20 to 30 parts per million can cause spotting on your RV or whatever you're washing. So we will take this TDS meter. We're going to check out before and after, and let's just see how good this is actually working. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have to go outside. I'm going to risk my life getting the sunburn watching Dina wash the RV.
You may get blown away. Do you hear the wind coming?
Oh yeah.
That's why Rodeo is pacing.
Okay, my lovely assistant will give me the dirty water first.
This does look a little more cloudy than the other. It's got bubbles in it.
All you have to do is stick this in. They do tell you to move it around just a little bit in case there's any air bubbles in there. There's a hold button. We have 53 parts per million. Now I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not.
Holy.
You're going to get blown over here.
Oh man.
Okay.
We are having a windstorm, guys.
Alright. So that was the water before the
deionizer.
Before the deionizer, that was 53 parts per million.
And this one's really full.
And we'll go the deionizer. Let me get back in there again. Hold it. Wow, look at that. 1.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see this, but it says 1. Hopefully you can see that. That's pretty amazing. So
that is amazing.
Again, what we did was we took a cup of water straight from the spigot.
Yeah.
It had 53 parts per million of total dissolved solids.
Okay.
We ran some water through the deionizer.
Right.
You know, we put it in this cup. Checked it again with the TDS. What does that stand for?
Total dissolved solids.
Good. Meter. And that came out to 1. So it really did a good job. So now all that's left to do is we are going to take this outside. We're gonna, I guess I'll help you do it. We're gonna wash
thanks.
We're gonna wash the RV.
So kind of you.
We're gonna wash the RV, and then we'll probably come I guess before and after. It's really the only way we can do it. We'll wash the RV. We're not going to dry anything, but we're going to wash most of it and rinse it with the deionized water. And we will leave one section without the deionized water. We'll probably do the ramp out back or something like that.
It's up anyway.
Yeah, and we'll wash rinse that off with just regular water. And let's see what happens with spotting and hopefully non-spotting. But anyways, let's see what happens. Before we do go outside though, if you find stuff like this helpful or even entertaining,
oh boy,
this was pretty entertaining. Please subscribe.
We'll never make a, what did you say? We'll
Pat
never make
Sajak and Vanna White.
Right.
Yeah, that's not us.
No, we're not them.
But if you do find stuff like this helpful or entertaining, please subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the like button and also the notification button as well, so you can notify when our next video comes out.
Please, and thank you.
But for now, let's go outside and start washing. The first time you use your deionizer, you want to flush out the system. It's a very simple process. Hook up a water source to the inlet side of the deionizer. Turn the water on for 2 to 3 minutes. It's going to flush out your system. After that, hook up your hose to the output side and you're ready to start washing your RV. Before we even get started on this part of the video, we do have one confession. We found out yesterday we're officially old people. We really wanted to do this part of the video right after we washed the RV, just because everything was going to be fresh in our heads, but honestly we were just tired. So this is the day after we washed the RV. Right. With that said, I think we found our new best friend here. Oh, yeah. We love this thing. Typically when we wash our RV, we wash and dry it. That takes about 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3 hours for us to do the whole RV. Yesterday when we did this, we didn't have to dry anything. So it took us about an hour and a half, and it probably could have been a little bit quicker than that, but we had the camera, we were moving the camera around stuff too. So it maybe got down to an hour and 15 minutes. Right. Now the thing is, when we dry, when we wash and dry the RV, we only have one pole. Right. So sometimes I'm washing, Dean is drying, we're trying to switch heads, you may be a mop or a squeegee or something like back and forth. So it's kind of a pain. It's a little bit time consuming. And not to mention the drying part is, you know, physical and takes time as well. With the deionizer, we are not exaggerating. We could not find one water spot anywhere on the RV or the windows. And that was kind of one of the things I was curious about was the windows.
What windows? We have windows?
Yeah,
Where?
exactly.
I don't see any.
We can see again.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's amazing.
It really is. Now what we did yesterday, we did the back of the ramp without the deionizer. We turned the valves off so the water just came through and bypassed the deionizer. there are some water spots on the ramp, the back of the ramp. I really want to try to get some video of that. It wasn't bad enough to really show you. So I think the water where we're at probably isn't too bad.
Right here at this RV park.
But with that said, there wasn't one water spot on the RV, and we are tickled to death because it just saves us so much time. It is so unbelievable. Amazing. It really, really is. Yeah. If this is something you're considering or you're thinking about, there will be a discount code below. You can check that out in the description. And we'll also put a link to the On The Go website as well in the description as well. Even if it's not something you're considering, check out the website. There's some pretty good information just on water softeners and deionizers, how they work. It's kind of interesting if that's something that you might be curious in as well. But the On The Go Deionizer, we won't leave home without it, will we?
No, we won't. Another great quality product.
Definitely.
By On The Go, for sure. We hope that you enjoyed today's video. We hope that maybe you can try it out, or will try it out, or have tried it out. If you have, let us know below. If you're going to, let us know below. It's fine.
And if we ever see you on the road, we'll let you try it maybe if we're in a campground together and check it out.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great week.
Remember, always live life to the fullest.
Safe travels, and God bless.